I'm Sophie, and today I'm going to be doing another quarantine craft for the Duke Public Library. For this quarantine craft, I'm going to be making a Kleenex jar. I think a Kleenex jar is an absolutely perfect craft for a bedroom or car cup holder. It fits in very nicely, and you don't have to have the ugly Kleenex box out there and taking up a lot of space. What you'll need is a glass mason jar. You can use the bigger one or the smaller one, it's totally up to you. You will also need some sort of paint. You can use acrylic paint or spray paint. If you're going to be using acrylic paint, you'll have to do more than one coat, probably 2 to 3 at least. Sometimes you might even have to do 4 depending on your type of acrylic paint. You're going to make sure that you get all the areas covered really well and that you can't see through any of the areas, and also try to put the coats on as evenly as possible. If you're going to be using spray paint, it'll probably be quite a bit easier than using acrylic paint. It'll take less time to dry, and it will probably make a nicer initial coat, and it will be more even. If you're going to be using spray paint, make sure that you have an adult supervising and that you're either outside or in a very well ventilated area. So what you're going to do is take your paint and paint your jar. Make sure that you have it completely covered with your paint, and then what you'll do is you will need a piece of construction paper or scrapbook paper, and you will take the lid of your mason jar, put it around, draw it with a circle it around, take some scissors and then cut it out. And this part will be the lid for the Kleenex dispensing part. So then once you're done cutting around your circle, you can take your lid to the mason jar and just make sure that it fits in relatively well. You'll then need some sort of cutting board and some sort of cutting tool, like an X-Acto knife or a box cutter, and if you're not experienced using this, ask an adult for some help because they're very sharp and you can hurt yourself pretty easily. So you're just going to take your X-Acto knife or box cutter and cut a straight line across, and then go to the other side and make another straight line through your first one to make a shape like this. It's just like a drink lid. When you put the straw in, it will open up like that, and that's how you get your Kleenex out. So once you're done with that, you can just put that to the side. And you don't need this part, this metal part of your can. So you'll just need the actual screw on lid and your piece of paper. Now what I recommend doing is, after your paint is on and dried, either taking some Mod Podge or a clear gloss and spray it on to seal your paint in to make sure that it stays. You can use whichever kind you like. You could probably even use just a regular white glue to do so. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take some Kleenex from a Kleenex box. You're going to cut it in half so that the Kleenex would be like this, and you cut it in half like that. You can put them on top of each other then, and just try to fold them in, the way that you normally would so that you can keep pulling. Then you're just going to bend them like this and put them on the inside of your Kleenex jar. You're then going to take one of the pieces. This is the hardest part to get the Kleenex out. It's a little tricky because you just put it in and it's a little squished. But then you're going to just take your lid and you're going to take the Kleenex and push it through like that. And then you're going to take the lid and screw it on. And there you go. You have a Kleenex dispensing jar. If you wish, you can add some decorative touches like some lace around it. And what I'm going to do is just trim that to make it look nice. There we go. And I'm then just going to add a sticker on mine. You can add stickers, you can add whatever you want. You can even just take a marker and draw on it whatever you want. And then I'm just going to take my sticker off. There we go. Just going to cut around that and put the rest of my sticker on. And my sticker just is really cute, and it just says bless you, which is the perfect sticker to put on a Kleenex jar. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you give this DIY a try and have a great day.